When you leave. Hello, everybody. So I promised that you would meet the new addition, and this little baby is Una. This is our 8 weeks old. She's 8 weeks old, and this is little Kona, and she's our new puppy. So I wanted to show everybody her because she's adorable. So, all right, I'm going to pass you off to your boy. Say bye, everybody. Bye, everybody. Thank you. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Spirit Speaks. I had to show off the new puppy. My older puppy does not like the new one. Anyway, so hi, everybody. I'm Shannon McLaren, and I am the owner of Sacramento Healing Tree and the host of Spirit Speaks. So I do this because I like to give back, and what it is that I do is I have a chat room right there that you can ask your questions if you'd like a reading from my guides, my tarot cards, my oracle cards, or you can actually just ask any question, which I've gotten a couple of those tonight, so it'll be a little bit different. So that's nice. You don't have to listen to me talk about my Reiki classes because they're all over. I finished the last one today, so I'm a little tired. Okay. I do this every Sunday except for the first Sunday because I too need to rest. Oh, please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. If you can hit the like button, that also helps like the analytics and all that fun stuff. So I appreciate that as well. Oh, if you happen to know anybody who has COVID, please let me know because I will put them in the COVID cup and send them healing daily. Luckily, the requests have slowed down a lot, which I'm very thankful because that means that this might be getting a little bit better. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot the Zener cards. Oh, okay. All right. So this week is the crown chakra. Yes, the crown chakra. So that one's up here. And this chakra, did I forget anything? Wait, I did. Sorry. I'm a little frazzled from Reiki. So forgive me. And the eclipses do not help. So I'm on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. It's all Sacramento Healing Tree. So you can find me on all of those places. I'm not very good at TikTok, I will admit, because, well, I don't know. I can do this, but I can't make TikToks. I do want to let you guys know that I am giving medium readings for $24.95. You can book those on my website, which is sacramentohealingtree.com. And they're lots of fun. So they last about 20 minutes, I think it is, and they're great. So there you go. All right. Sorry, I am a little frazzled. So, okay. So like I said, I was teaching Reiki 2 today, which was a great class. And I'm so fortunate that I get to do this in my life. It's fantastic. So, there was a theme that came up for one of my students, and when I came up here to shuffle my spirit guide cards, I got basically the same message as she was getting, and it's so hard to read this backwards. Anyway, so what it says is, you are limitless and you are capable of so much more than you realize. And that is a theme that my guides have been telling me that for a while, and it's really hard to kind of take that in, but so I wanted to pass that along to you. And I totally forgot to get a message from them. So no message for the week. Sorry, guys. All right. So we are going to go on to thank you, Jennifer. Yeah, Jennifer had a medium reading from me. It was very interesting. I really like them. Anyway, so we're going to move along, because I have questions to answer. Then I'm going to get to your questions. Oh, if you're new here, please, I'm talking a mile a minute. I shouldn't have drank the coffee. If you're new here, please put new in the chat box so that we know that you're new, and I can make sure that you get your reading if I run out of time. So, all right. So now what I would like everyone to do, so we're going to do the Zener card. I have to pick it. So what I would like everybody to do is to take in a deep breath. I could use one too. And let it all the way out. We're going to do that one more time. And so just kind of get into a receptive state. And we will send out this card. Okay. So we're going to send that out, and then we're going to listen to the crystal singing bowl. Now, this is for your crown. And our crown chakras, this is actually the only chakra right here on top of your head, that I do not shield, because I always want to make sure that my channel up to my guides is still open. So this is the only one I don't shield. And this is where we get our divine guidance from. It's our connection to our higher whatever, your higher power, your higher self, all of those things. Okay. And yes, Monica got a medium reading too. Okay, so I'm going to play this. And while I do that, I just want you guys to just kind of focus on your crown chakra and see if, while listening to this, if it tingles or if you have anything like that. And if you have any sensation, put it in the chat box. I just love these bowls. They raise my vibration. They just make me smile, and I just love everything about them. I am so happy I purchased them. Okay, what did you guys think? Did you get the card? I only saw one answer. What is it? What'd you get? Oh, hi. Sorry. Okay, so you guys didn't put it. I only see one answer. There you go. There we go. There's the answers. Okay. And it was a plus. Did anybody get plus? Did you get it right? Okay. So I'm going to put those aside and go on to my next thing. Now, okay. So I had a question from somebody who asked about, they got some Reiki symbol stones from Amazon, and they wanted to know how to clean them. And the reason why I told her, I said, oh, let me answer that on the show. And the reason why I said to answer that on the show is because I have the same stones. So mine are just a different color. And so what I did with these to clean them, because they are Reiki stones, I used the power symbol, which is called Chakra. And so I held them each in my hand individually, and I sent Chakra to them, just a quick little blast on them to clean off any energy like Reiki can do, and then they were clean. So I hope that that answers the question. So if you are someone who knows Reiki, there is the first symbol, which is called Chakra, and it is the power symbol. And one of the things that this symbol can do is it can clean and it can protect spaces. So one of the ways that I like to use it is that like if I go into a hotel room and it just, you know how like sometimes you go into hotel rooms and they just feel icky? It's not that they're dirty or anything like that, but they feel kind of creepy. When I've experienced this, I would send Reiki to each corner of the room and a big one into the middle of the room. And I'd go out and get something to eat, and I'd come back, and the vibe of the whole hotel room is completely different. So if you have something like this that you need to clean and you know Reiki, Chakra is a really great one. Now, what if you're not tuned to Reiki? How would you clean them? Okay, that's a great question. So if I wasn't attuned to Reiki, imagine, say it's not so. What I would do is I would sage them. The other thing, because they're a stone, sticking them in a plant or in the earth in your backyard, if you leave them in dirt for like overnight, that will also clean them. Running water can clean them. Let's see, what other ways? If you have an oil that is cleaning and protecting, that would also work. But I'd be really careful about using oils on things like that, because oils can sometimes damage things. So just be really careful if you're using an oil. So I hope that grabs your pearls and yes, I'm clutching my pearls. Anyway, so that was one question. And then the other question that I had from somebody was, there was another, curious, how would you use those stones? Do you have a suggestion for that? Well, for these stones, actually I do. So we're going to get off on a different topic. So this is my little proxy owl, which I love. Hello, everybody. I always do that in my healings and people laugh at me. So what I do when I have the Reiki stones, and there's a whole bunch of them with all of the symbols, which I'm not going to show. But so if I want to send continuous healing to somebody, what I do is I take these stones and I put them on my proxy doll, and I set it up the intention that it will send the healing to that person over a long period of time, because I can't sit there for overnight or days at a time. I will place these on the proxy doll, and then the healing will continue to go. So I hope that answers that question. And I know I should not be staring at the chat screen. I always get told, don't do that. It's not very good for the film. Okay, so the other question that I had was, what is the difference between tarot cards? Oh, I'm holding it the wrong. Oracle cards and tarot cards. So the difference is there are always 78 cards in the tarot. Now, oracle decks, there's not a standard amount. Sometimes I get decks that are like thick, and other times they're this size, which I like this size better. So an oracle card, oracle cards have words on them. So like this one, it says fire and passion. So even if you don't know the tarot deck or you're not very intuitive, you can pull an oracle card, and then they also come with books. Do I even have that book? Yeah. Oh, I almost dropped it. So they come with books that you can look up your card, and it'll tell you. It also tells you some spreads and things like that. So oracle cards are a quick way to get divination, but it doesn't require, it's not as complicated as the tarot deck. So, and you can do spreads with them. Like in this deck, I just flashed it, but it'll give you, I don't know if you can see that, but it'll give you little spreads within the deck very often in oracle cards. So you can still do spreads. They're just simpler, less complicated. And even if you have no intuitive feelings on the card, the book will give you a lot more. Now, with the tarot deck, they're broken up between major arcana and the minor arcana. And so the major arcana are the ones with the pictures and the words. The only cards in the tarot deck that have words are the major arcana cards, and they're going to be at the bottom. Now, this is based off the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. So those are the ones. Now, in the minor arcana, you are going to have the 5 and the cups. It's just going to tell you what it is. So now the difference, 7, the difference between these is, so when the tarot deck was first created, there was only the major arcana. And then, because the major arcana was for royalty, that's why, so it was like the big things like the emperor and how to rule and lead your people and things like that. So now, because we're not royalty, at least I'm not, in the major arcana they're bigger lessons. They're more widespread. So if you get a spread and there's a bunch of major arcana cards in there, then what you have going on is pretty major. Now, the minor arcana cards are going to kind of be the details of life. So, and within the minor arcana, you have cups. I should have done this beforehand. So you have cups, you have swords, you have wands. Oh, this is great. You have wands, and then you have pentacles. And these all kind of represent different aspects of life. So pentacles tends to be of the physical, money, homes, things like that. Wands is going to also be about physical stuff, but it's going to be about movement and like the energy of like fire. So this is like building a home. This is your job kind of thing. And the wands are mental. So they're about what's going on inside your brain. So it's about communication. It's about your mental process. So when a sword comes up, and it's like, let's say it's a painful card, I'm going to say you're thinking about it. You're not feeling it. You're thinking it. Now, the cards that talk about feelings are going to be the cups. So the cups are about feelings, emotions, and things like that. So that's just a really quick kind of rundown about the difference between the tarot deck and the oracle deck. So, and within the oracle decks, they don't tend to be, if you pull this reversed, it means that some of them do that, but most of them do not. The tarot cards, if you pull them reversed, they have a different meaning. So when you study the tarot, you're studying the 78 cards upright and the 78 cards reversed. So I hope that explains that. And now let's get on to the good stuff. Well, that was good stuff, but so we'll get on to the questions, if there are any, that I'm stalling until it pops up over here. Okay, so I'm waiting. Hey, you guys, Mercury is in retrograde, and then we had an eclipse. Was that like super intense? I am just like, Mercury was working overtime, and I cannot say that I have appreciated it one time. Okay, so Nina. Hi, Nina. So you're love drunk and you want another love reading. You are fun, Nina. All right, so Nina. Pulling a card for Nina. Ooh. Okay, so you pulled a major arcana card, and it is the star, and the star is about balance. So if you look at her, she's pouring into the water, which we just talked about. Cups is about emotion, and she's on the earth, and those are pentacles, and so that's the physical material plane. So she's balancing these things. And if you look, there are 7 stars, which I always equate to the 7 chakras. This is a very, very hopeful card. This card follows the tower, and I don't have that in my hand, but anyway, the tower is kind of like sudden destruction, but with destruction becomes new life. It's kind of like when you have a fire, and then the soil gets more rich, and so more plants can grow. That's the star. The star is the hope after the storm. After a really hard time, the star comes in and says new things are coming, and they're bright and they're wonderful. So as far as your love life, that's very hopeful, and because you've had a hard time, and now that's getting better. So let's see what the oracle says as well. Wow, I have like 10 minutes to read. Volcano. So I know this says volatility, but the way that I'm feeling about this is that it's lots of passion. It's exploding. It's not subtle. It's very intense, which I know is how all of that feels. So, okay, and we're going to move on to the next one. Hi, Monty. A general reading. Sure. I'll give you one of those. All right, Monica. General reading is, you got the 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups reversed. And this speaks of a loss of innocence. This talks about you're having a hard time emotionally about something that has to do with either your innocence or your children. And that's what this card means. And reversed is it's not going so well. And let's pull an oracle card for you. You know what? I might have to just stop pulling both cards. And so it's an autumn equinox, and this is about release. So when you think about this, is basically fall, and we've all seen those memes that say, you know, listen to nature right now. It's talking about letting go. So it's talking about things letting go. And if you match up with this is emotion. So it might be that you are upset about something that has to do with those things that I mentioned. But this is also talking about releasing that and letting it go. So this could be resentments or anger or something like that, misunderstanding perhaps, or, you know, those types of things. So you would want to look and see if you can just let them go. All right. The next one is Katie. What are you missing? Your left shoe? Let's see what you're missing, Katie. Katie, you're missing. Well, so you got the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles is this is generally about finances, but it also can be, you know, like I said, physical planes. So what is this about, you guys? And it's reversed. So it being reversed, it's a new beginning that's coming when it's upright. This just means that it's coming a little bit slower. So what they're telling me, Katie, is that what you're missing is there's a foundation for you of stability that you're missing, and it's something that you believe that you need to have that solid foundation. And let me pull you an oracle card super duper quickly. We're gonna run over tonight. I've been running over all night. So, and then it's a lotus flower, and you're unfolding. And so I think that this actually has to do with relationships, honestly. So, you know, one of the things when we want to have, when we're looking for a partner, we're looking for somebody else in our life, what we're looking for is we're looking for stability. We're looking for somebody that we can lean on, that we can share our hurts with, our joy with, you know, just somebody to be there with. And, you know, when something really exciting happens and there's nobody to share it with, that doesn't feel very stable. It feels lonely. So that's what I kind of think that this is, and it's the unfoldment. But exposing ourselves to a relationship is also very hard to do. So that is what I'm getting with that. And Colleen, I know this is a little long, but I really wish, but I really could use some info. Is my studies in Reiki and reading cards helpful in my spiritual? Absolutely. So Reiki alone, Colleen, is going to help you expand and grow on your spiritual path. And what I want to remind you of, and the cards will do that as well. But I know that you have taken Reiki 2, and Reiki 2 really, really dials up our intuition and just the inflow of what's going on. And Reiki 2 will also balance ourselves a whole lot more. And so we vibrate different with Reiki. And absolutely, I don't even need to read it. But that's not what you're here for. So let's see. Okay, Colleen, so what's going on is that there's a whole lot of doubt that's going on. So there's like this, you can't do that. This isn't good enough. That's not right kind of voice going on in your head. And that is actually what is kind of getting in your way. So I have tricks for that, but I don't have time to talk about those tonight. So maybe we'll take that as a question for next week. So that's what I'm going to do. Steph, so I had Reiki, never mind. Yeah, I'm running over. It's going to go long. All right, Jennifer Hayes, you would like a general reading for the week ahead. Sure. I have a lot of fun with you guys. I really appreciate you all coming. Yeah, Jennifer, so I just did a Reiki 2 today, and I was talking to them about how everything would be turned up. All right, so the week coming up, Jennifer? So Jennifer, it looks like there's some type of conflict happening, and you're not exactly in the winning position. Now, this does not mean that you can't win it. It means that it feels kind of like an uphill battle. I feel like this is going to, whatever this battle is, it's like, oh, it's not a battle. Okay, so it's kind of like one of those long-term, like you need like a long-term game plan kind of thing. So it's not like a quick little, I just need to do this and it'll be over. It's long-term. So I feel like this is something that you need to plan for like next year or something. I'm not really quite clear on what that is, but I'm speed reading. So, you know, what do we expect? So let me pull an oracle card for that. All right. And we got unfoldment for you too. So look and see what is coming up, what is unfolding for your life. And what I'm actually getting with this is look at the conflicts that you're having and really look and see, is this something that you still need to do, or is it just something that you've always fought for? Is there a different way to approach it? Okay. Okay. And cat. Well, you know, I need guidance. Okay. All right, Kat. Well, let's just pull you a card, shall we, and see what kind of guidance we can get. And we have, all right, what is going on? So I'm pulling the same card. So hold on a second. So what I'm going to do, like what I was talking about before, Shoku Ray, I'm cleaning my deck. Just really quick, because I have been rushing around and I'm pulling the same card. So I want to make sure that we have a good reading for you, Kat. All right, so you have the Seven of Cups, and the Seven of Cups is the Wish card. So there's confusion and you're not really quite sure what to do. So it looks like, oh, great, I have all these choices. But like for me, I hate choices. Like if I have too many choices, I kind of get stuck and I don't know what to do. So, and I'm being pulled to this one right here, which means that your choices are shrouded. You don't know what the future is. And so you can't plan for the future because you don't know what it is yet. And I feel like you just have to wait and kind of hold tight. It feels very hangman-y to me. So that means that you're just observing right now, but there's not any action that you can take right now, which I have every feeling that you, okay, I have to clean these too. I pulled the same card for you. So let's see. That you don't like to not be in a seat of action and making things happen. Okay. Lake and stillness. So you need to be still. So there's your guidance, and I'm sure that you don't like it. I can feel it. But there you have. Oh, we have somebody new. Welcome. So girls rule. I would agree. Welcome. And Zura. Oh, you made it. Thank you for coming. Can I have a reading on how much longer I will be until pain relief? I'm going to pull a card because I'm hoping that I understood my guides wrong. Let me see here. What do we have? Well, okay. So now understand that this is a speed reading. And if you, for something like this, it might take like an actual reading. So I heard 6 from them. So my guess is 6 days, 6 weeks, or 6 months. And I hope it's not 6 months. But you also pulled the star. And so there's a blessing in this after the storms, or it's coming. That actually, you know what? Actually, that's right. So this is saying that it's coming. Balance is coming. And then with a 6. So I would say 6 or 6, 6 weeks, 6 days. I mean, 6 months. I do not believe that it's 6 days. Okay, so I'm running out of time. And oh, new person. Yay. Make sure we get to you. Okay. Would like to know more about my love life. Okay, do we have an actual, that's one thing I didn't say. So girls rule. Can you tell me what your actual name is so that I can better tune into you? I mean, I'll try with your screen name, but it's easier if I get your actual name. Oh, hi! Everybody, she is a brand new Reiki 2 student. She is a Reiki 2 practitioner. Okay, so your love life. So you have the Ace of Swords reversed, and the Ace of Swords reversed means that a new beginning is coming. And this will probably be somebody who is very very intellectual. They talk a lot. They're kind of more left brain. So that tells me that it's coming, but let me pull an oracle card for you quite quickly. Alrighty, and we get Cave and Sanctuary. So what I would say is that it's coming, but it's not coming just yet. So you're still going to be kind of introverted and pulled back into your cave. Or what this also could mean, actually what this does mean, is that you are not going to meet somebody if you stay in your cave, right? Yeah, that's what they're saying. So you need to get out more. So as the world starts to open up more, try and go out and be more sociable. And it's a little hard right now because not everything is open and you still need to be safe. But a new beginning is absolutely on the way. It's just going to take a little bit longer. And that is my reading for that. I have talked super fast. Good thing I've had coffee. But I managed to not totally go over. So I appreciate each and every one of you. I know that it is hard right now, just with all of the energies that are going on, but I want to remind you all that you are limitless and that you are capable of far more than you think you can. So I want to thank you all for coming. And if I didn't get to your question, I apologize. Please message me if you would like to book a reading. You can do a one-card question for only $15. We can do it over text. It's super easy. And then there's other ones that pop up after that. So thank you once again for coming. I love you all and have a fantastic week. Bye, everybody.